Watching my mom actually help people feed their spirit, their mind, their body, their soul taught me that food is not just about consumption.
Well, the program is Ladylike, and it's that time again where you get wowed with our presentation. The most important part of a woman's life is that there are many important parts, there are many things that women go through, but one that has to do with her health and one that has to do with bringing a life to earth is pregnancy. I don't know. Pregnancy is a stage that some women take for granted, but there's a lot to it. Welcome to your number one program. It's Ladylike, a program that educates you about the woman, brings women to you that have done a lot of things that are laudable. It's also a program that talks about issues that have to do with women. And today is another day. Many women don't know. Some are giving birth to 12 children, 10 children. They still don't know how it works. First trimester, second trimester, what they are supposed to eat, and things like that. So my guest is here to put us in line. Well, let me call for my usual short break. And when I come back, my guest will be here, and she's going to tell us a lot about her experience as a student and how she intends to take it more than that. So sit back, relax. I'll be right back after this short break. So welcome back from that break. Before the break, I talked to you about an important part of a woman's life. Any woman, as far as you are a productive woman, let me put it that way, pregnancy. Many women, yes, they get to that stage, they don't really know how to care for themselves. They don't know the stages, the different stages, first trimester, second trimester, they know nothing about it. So I have a fantastic, beautiful young lady with me today that is going to educate us more about pregnancy. You understand? She is Olivia Onosike. She's a nursing student who is passionate about impact, health, and wellness, and is committed to making health and wellness easy to understand and apply to daily life. What can be more than that? You're welcome to the program.
Oh, thank you very much.
I want to start nursing student. You that you're still in school?
Yes, I'm currently in my final year.
Beautiful. And you are going this far. You're not even out of school yet, but you have that passion
Yeah.
for the wellness of a woman. Fantastic.
Thank you.
So when did it hit you that you had to do, or rather, were you forced into nursing?
No,
Or you found yourself there? How did you get into nursing?
Okay, so I'll tell a story around how I chose this. Um, for most of my life, I have stayed with my grandmom.
My early years. Yes.
Yes, so from taking care of her and everything that came with that. And then after secondary school, anytime she comes around, I'm always the one that is handling her case. She has some health challenges, so I had to learn to take care of her, make sure she take her medications and everything. So I just got interested then in what we call gerontology now, that's care for elderly people.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, the best way to do that better is to actually pursue a career in that.
Exactly.
So I chose nursing.
Oh, beautiful. Fantastic. So, how has it been? Has there been any time that you felt you made a wrong choice?
Well, I wouldn't say wrong choice, to put it lightly. But yes, there have been times that I was like, what exactly am I doing in this profession? They did not explain it to me like this.
If I had known.
Like I can't recall how many times I said I would have just gone and done agri,
Ah,
because
really?
it's a lot. You need to learn a lot of things, not just learn it, be good at that, because
Life.
you're handling life. And one of the things that they tell us consistently is that there's no second chance for a dead person.
Exactly.
So if the person is gone, the person is gone. So they are very, both in the clinical area, in school, they are very intentional as to how they groom us to be nurses. And then when you go to the clinical setting, you see people, you just want to help.
So let's go to the topic today. Looking at pregnancy. Are there any children yet?
No, I'm
So
not yet
why
married.
I asked that because for you to know so much,
Mm.
that means when that time comes, you won't have any issues. I know there are stages.
Yes, there is.
So give us the stages, what a woman should do at a particular stage.
Okay,
And if she doesn't do it, the consequences.
will be high.
Exactly.
Okay.
So let's get it step by step.
That's okay. So before we go into the topic proper,
Yes.
let me just define what pregnancy is.
Yes.
So pregnancy is just the period between when a woman takes in till when she delivers, right? That, and it takes within 37 to 40 weeks, and it's different for each person.
Yes.
And two people cannot experience pregnancy the same way. It's different from each person. However, in terms of getting pregnant and what to do, the first thing is confirm. They have pregnancy test strips and all of that. Yes, so confirm. And the first 3 months, most people do not know. Some women don't notice until the third month. But if you're able to find out in the first 3 months, maybe after you miss your period, or you start having early morning sickness like vomiting and all of that, and you check and realize that, oh, I'm pregnant. The first 3 months is a delicate phase because that's where your body starts changing to accommodate the new life that's growing inside you. So the first thing I would advise any woman to do is register for antenatal. That's the basics. Register for antenatal. There, and when they do that, while they're giving their, because when they get to the hospital, they're going to take their height, their weight, their blood pressure. They're going to ask them some questions. Have you given birth before? They should be very honest about their current medical state. Because how they manage a known hypertensive woman is different from how they manage a regular pregnant woman. How they manage a known diabetic pregnant woman is different from how they manage a usual pregnant woman. So if you have any of this before then and you are aware of it, please make it known so that we can know how best to care for you and know what to expect. So we can only help you if you help us know you.
Yes.
So if you're honest with us and with your doctor, yes, you're going to interact with the nurses more, but you also interact with the doctor. But if you're honest there, it's easy to help you make sure that you move from month 1 to delivery. Then you start having frequent urination because as the baby is growing, yes. So, and all this, sometimes you start having slight back pain because something is growing in you. And then for some persons, the belly button start getting dark. Your stomach gets dark.
Oh,
Yes. The stomach get dark.
I've seen that.
Some their nipples get dark, all those kind of things. It's okay. After pregnancy, it clears.
Yeah.
It just comes with it. So I think around 4 or 5 months, you should start feeling the baby kicking, moving, all of those. Don't worry, it's fine.
No tension.
No
And that's why
panic.
they have to go for antenatal.
That's literally.
Because you can't be at home
And know all
and know
these
these
things,
things. Do you
yes.
understand?
And then in the antenatal, they also check whether your baby is in the correct
Well
position.
positioned. Yeah.
If it's not in the correct position, they will now know whether, okay, madam, see, this is what is going on. If you maybe your previous pregnancy, you had issues like maybe the placenta or maybe your water breaking before term.
Yeah.
If you tell them earlier, they would know how to
Yeah, that's
manage
the
it.
manager before they get to the hospital.
You know, sometimes the cord it
And,
wraps
the
around,
neck.
yes. Well, then if you go for antenatal, we do the scan and all of that,
Exactly.
we can see it, and then they will now know how best to
Yes.
make sure that both the baby and the mother
Safe.
survives.
Yeah.
Yes, so in the end, you just have to go. Then doing light exercises. Light exercise, very light
Very, very
one,
light.
like
Oh.
walking.
Not a
Now
carry
carry it.
There
You
you go.
know, walking. Don't lift heavy things. Why? Please don't. It's okay. Just take a walk. Even if you go to the gym, there are light exercises that you can do if you
Yes.
want to. It helps, you know. But in as much as you should not stay idle throughout, you
Exactly.
need the
Just stay in one
exercise to
place.
walk. Yeah, you should also don't overwork. The more you progress, the more the child grows in you. You might have hormonal changes,
Definitely.
mood change,
Swings.
yes, like mood swings.
Yeah.
For no reason, she can start crying. For no reason, she's like very excited, and you're like,
Okay. Okay.
okay. Some have very funny cravings, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, it's different from each person,
Of course.
but it happens.
Especially with food. Bro.
Yes.
Scary. Yes.
But I mean, it's okay. It's very okay.
Yeah.
Just do you, but make sure that whatever, if you're scared of anything, ask.
Exactly.
That is why the nurses are there for
Yeah,
you.
divulge it.
That's why you should come for
Know.
antenatal
Yes. Yes.
so that you would know. And then towards delivery, just make sure you keep to your appointments and you'll be fine.
Yes. I know that. The only scare I have most of the time is
Okay.
women that one live in the villages
Yes.
and have no access
So
to
healthcare
healthcare. You
facilities.
understand? There are some women even in town that are used to archaic way
Yes.
of doing things that used to work for them. All these midwives that
Yes.
used to work for them those days, they say drink this one, drink that one, sit down, talk this one. I've heard a
A
lot.
lot.
I say, how were women doing these things those days? So how do you tell these women that don't have um, access to healthcare?
Okay.
If I'm in my house, maybe they don't register for antenatal. They just waiting for the belly to come out, bam. So that is a risk. Are there any risks in that?
Definitely. It's sad, but currently through my training so far, we know that in communities like that may not have access to probably a primary healthcare
Healthcare, yeah.
facility and all of that, they do have people that we call traditional birth attendants
Yeah,
who are trained to help them with delivery.
yeah,
In most of those communities, they
yeah.
have those women.
That's what they do. That's
Yes,
what
so
they
that's
do.
what they use.
Yeah,
But then for eating, taking maybe
yeah.
agbo,
That
herbs, and all of that.
exactly.
Now, in as much as we cannot deny the fact that herbs can be good
Yeah.
for individuals, the reason why it is not recommended is because most times there's no dosage.
I was going to say that. How do you know how many to take? 5 cups, six
Exactly.
cups, two in the morning, two in the afternoon.
So because of the dosage issue, it is
Yeah.
it is it's better to be safe than sorry.
Sorry.
So they just say don't take,
Fine.
right? Don't take, right? Because some herbs can be medicinal, but then with my experience with drugs,
Yeah.
some drugs have more than one use.
Exactly.
So what if that herb you're taking have more than one
Yes,
use?
we help you
And
there.
the second part of it is not good for the child. So for those people, sometimes when they do outreach, they
Yeah.
train those birth attendants as to, okay, when you see this sign, this sign, this sign,
Mm.
make sure that she goes to the
Hospital.
hospital.
Exactly.
And we
Nearest
call those
hospital.
danger signs, right? When you see this sign, this sign, this sign. So some of them might know, but we can't use some to qualify all
Exactly.
of
So
them.
yeah.
So the best thing is, as much as she can, she should try to access, even if it's primary health
Healthcare.
care,
Yeah.
it's very okay.
That is okay. Oh, that's nice because whether we like it or not, everybody wants to give birth safe.
Yes.
You understand? Everybody wants to see their
Your
after carrying a
child.
child for how many 9 months. You know,
Yes.
you see, you know, they will show you whether boy or girl. You understand? So everybody
Exactly.
wants to
Parents
experience
that.
that. So thank you so much for what you said so far.
Before we move to labor,
Yeah.
there's some things that I would like us to
Please, you are
note,
the nurse.
right?
Yes.
And I mentioned danger signs.
Mm.
So even if a woman is at home and she sees these signs, this is a sign to
Warning.
tell her, go to the hospital now,
Okay.
right? So I'll talk about that.
Please.
And I'll also talk about some things that should happen. So such as, most times if you go for antenatal, if you're pregnant, you take tetanus and vaccination for the good of the child,
Yeah.
and you, the mother, as well. And then at something as small as malaria in pregnancy is deadly.
Normally, there are
There are
some
some
drugs.
antibiotics you can't take. Yes, yes.
I know that.
Like Cipro, a pregnant woman can't take that.
Exactly.
Yes. That's why I
So,
said some drugs have dual effects,
yeah.
which is why it's important for you to always notify the medical personnel
Yes, the
before you
healthcare,
take
yes.
anything, so that what you're taking does not solve one problem and
Yes,
cause
and cause
another
around.
problem.
Yes.
Yes, so there are drugs like that, but there
Yes.
are alternatives to those drugs.
Yes,
So
definitely.
they'll give you those
Yes.
alternatives. Now, as much as possible, she should, especially this season. This season is season of malaria, right?
Yes, mosquitoes are just
Mosquitoes are everywhere.
having party.
So as much as she can, she should protect herself. Another thing I want to also note is you have 9 months to plan,
Yes.
right? Do you know some people don't do anything until dying
They just
minutes?
wait till you have a few crumbs.
Because why? So there are things that you put in place before you even reach month 9.
Yes.
If the hospital, okay, first of all, you need to know, where do you want to deliver the child, which facility, have it in mind. Then have emergency contacts
Exactly. That can just
that
easily
is on
call.
speed dial,
Yeah.
right? It could be the husband, it could be the driver, it could be the neighbor.
Yeah.
Just have an emergency contact on ground in case. You cannot be too careful,
Yeah.
right? And then some hospitals will tell you you must donate blood down, or you must have blood before you come
Yes.
in
Because
for labor,
a lot of women
in
lose.
case of, yes, in
Yeah.
case of anything. So make plans for that early as much as you can, so
Yeah.
that when it is on demand,
Easy to
that's
get.
not when to.
Exactly. When you're go from
Mhm.
hospital to hospital.
Exactly.
Heavy.
Please, if the doctor says she cannot deliver this baby by herself, she needs to go to the operating room,
Yes.
please,
Yes.
please allow her. Because sometimes that delay of,
It's
they
dangerous.
carry the child, they carry the wife
Yeah.
to another place, and she doesn't, most times doesn't say
It's not
anything.
even conscious.
We get another place, before you know, they come back, and by then it's too late. You don't need to save towards CS, but you can save towards any eventualities. So if you have these savings down, and every month from your salary or from however you earn money,
Exactly. No
you
matter
just
how
put
small.
small something inside from
Yeah.
time to time, from time to
To
time.
the building up.
If she will deliver by herself, wonderful.
Yeah.
If anything comes up, still wonderful, she'll be fine. So that you will not use the constraints of finances. I know it's hard, which is why I said you have 9 months to plan, but then there will be, that constraint will not be there when the need arises.
Yes.
And then you save your wife and you save your child, and both of them follow you back home healthy.
Yes, so that's the joy of every mother. No matter what she went through, the 9 months, because everybody has a story to tell. Any woman that has
Yeah.
gone through 9 months
Private
put to
sex,
bed.
yeah, that's very
Everybody,
true.
even the one with not born 12 children.
She has tell stories.
You see, 12 special stories to tell.
So,
That's wonderful.
that's
So I want
okay.
you to, in your own opinion,
Yeah.
do you think our hospitals have enough to cater?
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Not private hospitals now. Let's say
Yeah, the
general
general
hospitals. You
hospitals, the
understand?
primary healthcare
Thank
facilities.
you.